Alright guys, it's your boy 60 and today I'm back with yet another video. This video is going to be slightly different than the last videos I've been posting. This is going to be more so on the informational side of things. If you are actually enjoying team building or if you want to know how to build a proper team, this is going to be the best video for you. So yes, it is going to be more so on the informational side of things, but I can assure you, you will like it. Without anything left to say, let's actually head into this. Yes, so first things first, let's actually discuss the formation. I've decided to go with the 4-3-3 in triangle form, an offensive formation that enables the team to take the initiative. Well suited for fast plays down the sides of the pitch. Yes guys, kick passes are still a thing, and as of that, the triangle formation is definitely one of the better formations to actually abuse these passes in, and that's the exact reason I primarily decided to go with this. Look at the stars on the right on the screen. Offense, 5 stars, defense 2 stars. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, this game is very much offensively orientated. Okay, you want to be able to go on the offensive as much as possible, and you want to have the highest success rate as possible as well. So that's why I do not really care about the defensive stars on this formation. I'm rather focused on the offense, and that's absolutely top tier. Now, for the passives. As you can see, I'm rocking for nearby players cast all defense plus 3.5% 3 times on my hero JP. And why is that? Guys, I'm gonna be honest, keepers, actually, hero keepers do not have access to proper passives, okay? This is probably the best passive you can possibly equip for your keeper if you're running a hero like I am. So that's why we're rocking with that. Also, we are going to run with the Bond archetype because we really don't have another choice. I'm gonna be honest. But and that's gonna be it for JP. Now, for the likes of Tiago and Jack, we got Team KP plus 3.5%. Yes, guys, as you can see, I'm running Hero JP, who already gets a boost in his stats. That's gonna be very nice. But combine that with the Team KP of upwards to, let's say 21%, guys, it's a wrap. This JP is going to be an absolute monster, okay? I can tell you that much. And it's because of Tiago and Wallslide that we can make that happen. Also, they are running Justice. And let me spoil this ahead of time. All of my other units are running Justice, okay? That's absolutely necessary in order to make this build work. So we're not gonna go over that too much longer. Now, for Bert and Julia, as you can see, for players of different elements, focus, attack, and defense at plus 1.5%, they are acting as the defensive midfielders, and they are kind of going to support the other midfielders. We are going to check in a second to make sure that they actually get the highest amount of focus, okay? Granted, these two will also be powerful in the field, but it's primarily going to be as a support unit for Heat and Jude. Now, talking about Heat and Jude, let's actually get to them. When outside of the zone, on focus, attack, and defense at plus 6%, we got it on the both of them at a total of 80%. Very powerful, very strong. As soon as the build rank is finished, these guys will be nearly unstoppable, guys. I'm talking about maybe 1500 to 1800 of focus, attack, and defense, bro. Absolutely diabolical. Yes, also the Justice. Now, we are rocking none other than Claudio, guys. Claudio has that aura, and of course we had to take advantage of it, man. He has a good body type as well, very big, very strong. On the opposition side of the pitch, on focus, attack, and defense at plus 8% times 3. You already know that comes upwards to a 24% above. Beautiful. He is always going to be played high up. You can sort of look at him as a false 9. Sometimes he even plays higher up than the likes of Bailong. And yes, if you haven't noticed already, with this formation you will be able to make use of every single element at the same time, so you don't need to worry whether you have the advantage over the keeper or not. It's already settled, guys. I'm playing very offensively. Granted, I could have also used a normal midfielder in this position, but no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to be like anybody else. We want to be unique and we want to be efficient at the same time, so that's the reason I'm rocking the likes of Claudio in this specific manner. Now, for our attackers, first of all, Tayu, aka Sol Daystar. For players of the same position, shot at 3.5% times 3. And of course, we are rocking this for Bailong as well. That comes upwards to a rocking 22% if I'm not mistaken. So yes, they are already getting boosted a lot. And then we have none other than a mascot of the freaking series of the freaking channel itself, Tescat. Come on. For players of the same position, shot at 3.5%. On the opposition of the pitch, own shot at plus 8%. And when a player of the same element is nearby, own shot at plus 8%. Yes, guys, I've been a tad bit lacking. I know I should probably move heat towards this side, and that's exactly what we're going to do now. That is going to be it for the archetypal passives as well as the heritage passives, guys. Now, let's actually take a look at the likes of the manager as well as the coordinators in a second. As you can see, we are rocking Steve Grimm, and he is providing us with some tremendous value for each charge rank up with the Justice team. Team attack and defense at plus 1.2%. This is going to be absolutely huge. If you combine this with all the Justice values we are gaining for our normal players, we are almost hitting the cap. I'm pretty sure we are hitting 9.8%, but let's be honest, that doesn't really matter in the big scope of things. So yeah, the tension and a little bit of counter as well, because obviously we are going to need that firepower in order to plant some major boss, especially with the likes of Tescott being a fabled and very strong as well. So that's going to be it for our manager. Now let's take a quick peek at the coordinators while we're at it. When winning a focus or scramble battle, team tension plus 6%. Of course, we are having that 4 times, actually 4 times, my bad guys, 3 times right here, as well as a little bit of justice to push our justice limits even more. Yes, guys, if I didn't mention it already, I'm pretty sure I did just a second ago, but justice is now kept at the 10th percentile, okay? That's why the value seems so low, but they actually stack up really good and really quick. Now, this Sylvia is also coming with tension, guys. As you can see, we did not rock any tension on the team, and we need to get the tension from somewhere, okay? So that's why we are also rocking a lot of tension on this Sylvia. And then for our final Sylvia, a little bit of extra team shot attack to boost our firepower even more, guys. Very important. Okay, so this one is really not complicated. We are basically just trying to get our max amount of focus, attack / defense whenever we are in game. And that is why we decided to go for players of different positions. Focus, attack and defense plus 1% with all of our coordinators as well as our manager to give the base team a boost of upwards to 4%, plus 4%, my bad guys. Now, our keeper is rocking for players of different positions as well, obviously, and then our defenders are getting it as well as our defensive midfielders. And once we get to the midfielders, obviously we are rocking for players of the same position because we want our midfielders to be as strong as possible. And now for the strikers, they are rocking for players of different positions as well. This way, the midfield gets the biggest boost it can possibly gain, plus 80% from themselves, as well as the custom passives, as well as the boost that comes with justice, which accumulates from the first half to the second half. Guys, these two are going to be absolutely unstoppable by the time the second half hits, okay? That's very important to keep in your mind. Alright guys, so now let's quickly take a look at the movesets on each of my players. And guys, I'm going to tell you this up front. I did not think this out extremely deeply, okay? So don't ridicule me if you got a better moveset. But anyways, let's check these movesets out. First of all, Soul Hand level 3, Lunar Eclipse, God Hand, and we got the Mixie Max Liu Bait to finish things off with an even more powerful move that will be accessible once we go through the transformation. The Soul Hand level 3 obviously being a very big move if we want to stop the bot at all costs. The Lunar Eclipse is mostly for when the Soul Hand isn't available, which also tends to happen, and then the God Hand to just have something weak in order to stop shots and accumulate a tad bit of hyper. Now for Tiago and Wallside, as you can see, I have the Mount of V3 on check as well as the wall, and then an Ironclad Guardian with the Acrobatic Keep just in case we need to get ourselves out of a tight situation. And with Tiago, I'm rocking the Jungle Gem, the Ironclad Guardian, the Electric Impedance V2 as well as the Acrobatic Keep. Two good moves with the Castle Wall block mechanic as well. Very decent in order to use in the defense. Now for Julia and Blood, as you can see, I'm rocking a crazy powerful dribble as well as a mildly powerful block, Electric Impedance, and then of course with the Ares. The Ares is actually also a proper catch. Actually, let's see what the Ares does again. On the opposition half of the pitch, team focus, attack and defense at plus 10%, guys, because if I catch the ball here with Julia, which tends to happen a lot, I will definitely pass it upwards to the half of the opposition, and when that occurs, we get a focus boost of upwards to plus 10%, guys. That's absolutely amazing. And at the same time, we are rocking, hold on your half of the pitch, team focus, attack, and defense at plus 50%. So we are going to be able to boost both our offense and defense whenever we like it. Okay, very important. Now, for the likes of Heat and Jude, yes, guys, I already said it, and I'm going to say it once again. We are running an extremely offensive build, okay? It is all about offense. We want to get past players. We want to move on. We want to move forward. We want to get to the goal and score as quick as possible. So that's why I'm rocking the Southern Cross V4, guys. No one, absolutely no one is going to stop this Heat unless they cancel us out with the use of a Awakening. Fire Drill. Good block. Griffin. We already know what the Griffin does, but still, let's actually go through it. On the opposite half of the pitch, team focus, attack, and defense plus 10%. Yes, amazing. And then the Southern Cross V4 in order to make sure that we pass our opposition. Now, for Jude, we are running a similar build. The Tower for the block, Griffin, and the Aurora Dribble plus 3. Also really, really powerful. And then, guys, don't laugh at me for this one. I know, this is a horrendous moveset. Horrendous, okay? I didn't think this one out at all. I'm gonna be honest, Gladio does not have the best heavy learn board, so we're kind of limited with our options here, but still. I tried, and I'm going to try again, so don't worry about Gladio. But now for the actual strikers of the team. Electric Impedance, White Weaver, Fire Blizzard plus 2, and the Water Wheel. Sol Daystar, very similar. Guys, I'm no longer running a long shot because obviously the long shots got nerfed. They are still pretty good, but they don't really fit my playstyle, so I just decided to go with a 80 tension move, push that move to the limit, and get a lot of power out of that. Guys, once we transform, we also gain access to another shot, so that's going to be really handy, okay? And yeah, obviously the electric impedance is just to stall the enemy and potentially get the ball back, so we are running that on the both of these. And then on our test cut, we are also rocking the God Break level 3 and the Ultra Moon, Mix and Max 2, and the electric impedance, obviously to annoy the enemy once again. And yes, guys, you already know, combining these 3 moves is going to form an overburst, so we also get access to Chaos Break, which is going to which is going to put our output to another level. Okay, guys, that's going to make us a lot stronger. So that's exactly what I went for here. That's primarily going to be it for the movesets. Now let's take a quick look at the equipment while we're at it. Okay, Nosfantica shoes, legendary gloves, guardian necklace, mark talisman. Everybody already knows this for the keepers, guys. I'm not going to go too much in depth with these equipment because, guys, let's be honest, we are living in March 2026. Everybody knows what equipment is best for what player, okay? And if you don't know, I'm still showing you, but I'm just not going to go too deep into it. This is for the one for Jack, Thiago. Obviously, I'm rocking this with Julia. Not everybody rocks this, but I like this setup, okay? Oh, I forgot about Bird. Don't worry, we'll fix it later. Now, this is what I'm rocking for both Heat. Actually, this is what I'm rocking for Heat, and this is what I'm rocking for Jude. And this is what I'm rocking for the likes of Gladio. Obviously, more striker orientated, and all of my strikers are rocking that as well. So that's going to be it for the movesets. Actually, movesets, equipment. Also, these are the beans I'm rocking for all of my players, okay? This is also not really a big thing anymore. I'm pretty sure almost everybody knows, but still, I'm just going to make a quick slideshow out of it and show y'all. So yeah, last but not least, obviously we need to go through our team tactics as well. As you can see, I'm rocking the Starboard Suppression, the Titan Wall, and the Cavalry Advance for some very specific reasons that I'm going to explain to you exactly why. Guys, as you all know, Bond, Justice has been nerfed and it's now kept at 10% at the start of a match. So that means you are going to have to somewhat stall the enemy. make sure the enemy doesn't get too strong, and that's exactly the reason why we are rocking starboard suppression, in order to level the playing field from the start of the match, followed up by a Titan Wall to weaken them. Because let me actually show you what the Titan Wall does. Everybody already knows about the starboards, but still, the Titan Wall. On the opposite half of the pitch, opponent defense at minus 30%. On your half of the pitch, opponents attack at minus 30%, as well as an enemy move speed reduction of plus 10%. Plus 10%, minus 10%. Guys, this is huge, especially when we're not as strong as we want to be already, okay? So that's why I'm rocking the Titan Wall. Obviously, starboard suppression is going to even the playing field between you and your opponent for a short duration. And then the cavalry advance just when we want to boost our power to the maximum once we're in front of goal, okay? That has nothing to do with stunning the opponent whatsoever, only with boosting our own capabilities. That's pretty much going to be it for the team tactics as well, and that is primarily it for the build in its entirety, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you didn't, don't worry, just go ahead and look at some other videos I uploaded at the channel recently, primarily matches. But if you did, drop a like, sub as well. Make sure to join the Discord, very important, because a lot of things I'm not sharing on the YouTube channel are being shared in the Discord. You will also be able to access me directly through the Discord, so make sure to go ahead and do that. And without anything left to say, I will probably be talking to you guys somewhere this week. Goodbye.